What's up guys, Dr. Manzir here to bring you a video about keyboards. And more importantly, different kinds of keyboards. Now obviously there are different kinds of keyboards floating around about this one's the best, and this one's the best, and this one's the best, etc. And this video hopefully will settle that once and for all. I'm excited. Alright, first up in the lineup we have the stock Android 4.2 Jelly Bean keyboard. So let's try typing on this. So not bad, not bad. Some a little autocorrection there. I noticed myself pressing the delete key once because I didn't quite spell the word I wanted to. So that actually works pretty good. And actually, the 4.2 Jelly Bean keyboard has a slide input, so let's try that. Jumped over the lazy dog 'cause he had an iPhone. The quick brown fix humored over the lazy dig because he had an iPhone. So not as accurate as multi-touch typing, but still pretty accurate. I'm sure if you use it more and more and more, it'll learn you and figure out what words you're trying to type, and it'll get to know you individually better, as does most Google software nowadays. Alright, so next up we have Go Keyboard. Now this is one that people may not really know about. It's kind of, I mean, Go dev team, they're primarily based on well, they got their rise to fame with Android 2, Gingerbread and Froyo, or Froyo and Gingerbread rather. And now they have a keyboard for us, and you have tons of different themes as per the Go system of apps. The one weird thing I don't quite like about this one is that it puts that weird little leaf up in the status bar over to the right instead of the left, which is a little weird for me. But I just kind of, you don't really have to look at it, or it doesn't really matter at this point. So. Another thing about, Go Keyboard is that it supports different layouts. So you have English, you have digits, you have symbols, you have emoji, and then emoji is an actually separate app plugin rather, and Go Keyboard emoji plugin on the Play Store. So you can download that, and there's also a fantasy text plugin. So if you type like a noob and use Z's and numbers and weird symbols in place of your letters, then there's a plugin for that too if you want to feel like a douche. Yeah, the emoji actually works very good. I've used it in several different text messages and tweets, and all of my iPhone wielding friends have seemed to read them just fine. So let's get to the English typing. Brown fox jumped over the lazy dog, had an iPhone. Okay, not bad, not bad. Quick brown fox from the lazy dog because Wen had an iPhone. Not quite, but still pretty good for what it's worth. And this one also has a slide input too, so let's try that one. Brown fox jumped over the lazy dog because he had an iPhone. That is just plain horrible. Now I'm sure if you do it slower and more precise and use it more often, then it'll figure out, again, it'll figure out what you're trying to type. But right now, it's not doing so well. And what's weird about this one is that you see this word younger there is highlighted. That's indicates the word that you're typing off of. Or so yeah, you do that and it indicates the word you're typing off of. If you move your cursor to a different point in the, like anywhere in the text field, and you start typing again, it'll continue on that highlighted word, which is a little weird and some kind of stupid. But it is my opinion. So if you like it, then you like it. but I don't particularly. Okay, so there we go. So what's up next? Input method, Google voice typing. Let's try that. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog because the dog had an iPhone. Oh, that's perfect. Brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. That's Google voice recognition for you, my friends. Alright, what do we have next? Swiftkey 3. This one I actually purchased and was somewhat disappointed in terms of other keyboards, which I'm going to get to later on. Swiftkey has a few different themes, and I understand they have a Swiftkey Flow, which does support swipe gesture typing, but currently in this build they don't. I mean, simultaneously, along with multi-touch and swipe input at the same time. But let's try this one. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog because he had an iPhone. So we have to input a space there to complete the word there. You can change that in the settings, which I have that set to that. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog because he had an iPhone. Yep, that's pretty accurate in terms of Swiftkey typing. And Swiftkey actually is a pretty neat keyboard. I've experimented with it, and in and of itself, it's actually very, very good. So let's see what's next. Input method, Swiftkey Flow Beta, which I have. Unfortunately, Swiftkey Flow Beta has stopped. Well, that's good for you because you're in beta. Let's see. Beta stop. Okay, let's just change that input method. Here we go. Touchpal Keyboard V5. This one is my personal favorite. Check this out. That was horrible. So, obviously this isn't quite as good as speed autocorrecting. Quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog because he had an iPhone. Yeah. But what I really like about this one is you see the little bar here up top under the keys as a speedometer. Tell you how fast it shows you how fast you're typing, as if you needed to know that. But what's neat about this one is that it also supports the swipe gesture. Quick brown fox over the lazy dog 'cause he had an iPhone. Quick British fix jumped over the lazy side. Necessary B had an iPhone. So yeah, obviously this isn't good at speed recognition. However, I don't use it quite that fast a lot of the times. However, what's really neat about this one is that you see the little mini symbols up there, the alternate symbols, the numbers up top, and then the symbols on bottom. What's neat about this is that if you want to just pick one, all you have to do is slide up. Slide up for the top. Spell the word up. Slide up for the top, you get a 7. And slide down for the bottom, you get exclamation point, question mark, semicolon, dash, slash, at, apostrophe. And slide up on any of the top keys, then you get numbers. And I think that's kind of neat if I would actually decide to work once in a while. Yes, no. You don't want to go up too high though. Just enough so that you see the number key pop up on the pop-up animation there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Yeah. So that's neat. And this one has voice recognition too. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog because he had an iPhone. Because he had an iPhone. That's pretty neat. That's pretty good. To be honest, I haven't actually experimented with Touchpal voice input, but that was pretty neat. And You have this here, which is your edit keyboard. You have arrow keys there. Whoops. Yeah, you have arrow keys, cut, copy, paste, delete, select, home, and backspace, and delete. Backspace, rather. Here's your speedometer, and it'll go to your settings, or go to the Touchpal settings, rather, and show you your total speed of weekly average speed. Average speed in characters per minute. Wow. 250 some odd characters a minute. Up there, that's neat. Total inputs, 37,863. Yep, that is me. So, yeah, and over here you have your Twitter integration. And Touchpal has different themes which you can change right here in the keyboard. There's the new ice cream sandwich, or default, which I like the default because it looks a lot more like Jelly Bean than this new ice cream sandwich. And you have messages that Touchpal decides to send you. Tutorial, more tutorial, follow Twitter, etc. And then some quick settings there, and then you have more, and that takes you to your full Touchpal settings. So, yeah. I hope this video was helpful to you at all, and we'll see you in the next video.